Beefer again, ladies and gentlemen. We are in for a beefer of a level. So, welcome back to Fire Emblem Binding Blade. We're going back to Sacae, and after dealing with God knows how many nomads, we've got to deal with even more enemies, but at least there's more variety this time around. Joining me today, we have Dark Witch Fanboy.
I have returned.
We have Darth Harshmellow.
Hello.
And we have Mark Gibb.
It's good to be back.
Yes, it is. So yeah, now we're making our way into Bolga, which I believe is the capital of Sacae or something like that. And oh boy, is it the capital, because they got a lot of houses, it's a big map, and there's so many fucking enemies to deal with. I know that, again, I've cut the part up into two things, but again, currently we're recording it, it's 46 minutes long. That's long. Yeah. That's longer than. Yeah, look at this! Look at this! Look at it! So many.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's so many fucking units, and again, some of them respawn.
To the fan hack I was playing.
Some of them respawn, man.
Respawn reinforcements.
That's one thing I like about Binding Blade. You see so much of a lib in this game.
Very true. Yeah, they really do explore all of the lib. I mean, FE7 definitely explores certain parts in more detail, but Binding Blade you get a much better sense of scope. Even though, because yeah, you have lists
like that mining area, I think it was.
Yeah, Western Isles. So yeah, you have Western Isles, you have Euphoria, you have Lycia, you have Nabata, you have Sacae, you have Bern, and you have Ilia. Yeah, you explore practically everything. Obviously, it depends on the pathway, but still.
I think that's left is to have optional books which have like explain every history for every nation, like 3 houses have.
Yeah, very much so. Well, again, that adds to the replay value. And Fire Emblem does that often, where one playthrough is usually not enough. You need to do multiple to get all out of it. Because again, Binding Blade, in case you want to go to Sacae or Thing, as well as getting the full ending. FE7 has Hector mode, and the Guiding Chapters. Sacred Stones has obviously just Erica and Ephraim mode. Path of Radiance has it depends, because if you do difficult mode, you have the proper finale. Radiant Dawn has so much to do in the second playthrough. Even Shadow Dragon has like guiding chapters and so on. Yeah, Fire Emblem games. You need to play them more than once to get the full experience. Whether or not you want to, that's up to you.
What? So I don't think I'll be able to play. I usually never really play the same game twice.
Okay, well, again, for me it varies.
Depending, like specifically, or
just in general.
I in some games. Some games I might, but some are not. Like even if I do like the game, I don't think I will able to play it second time immediately. Either it's for a long time or never.
Oh yeah, I understand that. Yeah, because again, after playing it once, you feel a bit burnt out. So going back to it immediately again, I'm sure people felt that same way after playing 3 houses.
For me, it just depends on how fun of it is. Like Mega Man X4, for instance. Yeah, it's a bit easy, but I just love blazing through that game. It's so much fun.
Oh yeah, I'm very much the same. Again, I've played Metroid Fusion so many fucking times because yeah, it's not that difficult, but it's so much fun to play, and I love speedrunning it.
Pretty much why
it's like with Call Me Johnny said, yeah, I could focus on making the game fun so that way people look forward to replaying it again.
Very much so, yeah.
Pretty much why I really.
If you make it insanely difficult, you basically say, after you finish the game, you basically say, I never want to touch this thing ever again.
Well that's unfairly difficult. Because there are games that are very difficult that are, again, I have a nasty habit of wanting to play Bloodborne over and over again because even though it's difficult, it's so much fun.
Well, that's also pretty much.
Right?
Well, the only game I've always consider replaying are Yakuza games, because for me they're probably my favorite games.
Okay.
I love them.
Yeah, well, also some games are designed where playing it a second time is either just it's better or like you just get much more out of it. Like for example, Resident Evil 4, where you can play through the whole game again, but with all the items you've acquired in the thing, which makes it a lot more fun to traverse through the earlier section of the game just powered up as shit.
What? You mean like a rocket launcher?
Yes, pretty much so. Or the Chicago typewriter. Either way.
What, Resident Evil 4 has New Game Plus?
Yeah, well again, it had New Game Plus before New Game Plus was cool.
I know it's funny, in the fan hack they actually make that have 1 to 2 range.
I didn't know about it. I played this game 4 times.
Yeah, but yeah, because essentially, pretty much. So with this chapter, it's an endurance, ladies and gentlemen. It's one hell of an endurance. There's lots of nomads, but there's also lots of wyverns. There's a good number of myrmidons. So, you know, you've really got to just kind of and because of how spread out they are, for the most part, half the time you just kind of got to let them come to you because there's just so many of them. So you're going to get dogpiled. So just be prepared to get dogpiled. But you know, once they get close, go on the offensive.
So just pick your battles carefully.
Yeah, pick and choose your battles carefully, I very much say. And again, because the enemy variety here is quite big, overall go with bulk, but at the same time, you know, a good magic user can actually be pretty useful, and a good bow user because of the wyverns. Yeah, this chapter was just so goddamn long. Especially because you know how the nomads are really fast in this game, so trying to deal with them is a challenge in of itself. Not even the nomadic troopers, just the nomads.
So wait, the nomadic troopers aren't that big of a deal, so it's just the nomads?
No, the nomadic troopers are even worse of a deal. It's just the nomadic troopers are a deal in of... Sorry, the nomadic troopers are even worse, but like the nomads are a big deal in themselves, and they're not even promoted.
It's because of the speed stat, right?
Yeah, it's pretty much the speed stat.
Promoted nomads are even more worse because they actually can also attack at close distance. So
yeah, because they have swords.
Not really not much chance of all double attacking.
Yeah, unless your unit is really, really fast, like, you know, my what do we call it? Like Fur, for example, she's really damn fast. But outside of that,
is this an S archetype or no?
That's the thing. He's argued to. I think people have made the thing that he's the actual Est of Binding Blade, where as opposed to Sophia, because for the longest time people thought Sophia was. But the whole point of an Est is a unit that starts bad but gets better quickly, which Zeiss does. But then again, Zeiss doesn't start that bad, so it's weird. Because again, he doesn't start that bad, but he does get better quickly.
Sort of like a pseudo-S.
Yeah. At the same time, Sophia, she starts bad, and then she doesn't even get good quickly. The only really good growth she has is magic and res, but everything else is fucking awful.
That's just maybe they.
Roy's just chilling away because he can't promote.
Yeah. Well, in this case, he can't do shit because he doesn't have a 1 to 2 ranged weapon. He ain't got no light brand. So yeah, a lot of this first bit is just me planning out my first move, because again, there's so many of them.
Bring back the other magic swords rather than just the Levin sword in the other games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, again,
the Levin sword's cool and everything, but I'd like the rune sword and the wind sword back.
Yeah. The wind sword is actually an interesting one, because again, that was one of the things where you have to have like the GBA link cable to unlock. Well, at least in the case of F7.
Sacred stones through a monster in the tower.
Yeah, Sacred Stones is
really
different.
Low drop.
Yeah. And stuff like that. Yeah, again, because I kind of missed... Again, Path of Radiance had the Wind Sword, Rune Sword's cool, Light Brand, and again, like, you know, Radiant Dawn had much better with, like, the Wind Edge and the Storm Sword and the Tempest Blade.
I think the Wind Edge was a great...
Project Ember, they actually bring those back in this game.
Oh, that's good. Because again, that's one of the biggest things that a lot of sword users suffer from. Again, when you're filled to the brim of Javelin users, you're kind of fucked.
They're basically like, hee, I'm in danger.
Pretty much.
Wind Edge is still, I consider, the best addition for Radiant Dawn. Like, it a little bit fixes their problems, like, the range distance.
Yeah, very much so. Especially because Radiant Dawn is so dense with enemies, having a weapon like that is a really big help. That fucking 15 hit, man.
It wasn't brought back. I wonder why it wasn't brought back after it.
I guess, well, again, because Radiant Dawn is different, because of how big, how dense it is, and how strong the enemies are, even though your units also start very strong, well, most of them do. I reckon it's because, again, it probably might have clashed with things like, could you imagine if they gave, what do you call it, Wind Edges to, like, Root? Good lord.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Can you imagine with like a Tempest Blade? You could solo.
Please, no. Don't give me ideas.
You could solo the endgame.
You could solo a lot of this thing.
I'm curious about something. Does the Wind Edge rely on the magic stat in Path of Radiance or the strength stat?
No, in Path of Radiance, I think it is the magic stat. So it's funny, if you actually get missed up a good sword rank, she becomes a really good Wind Edge user.
That's a funny image.
Yeah, in Radiant Dawn,
it's strength stat, yeah.
They added the Daemon card that uses the magic stat.
Yeah.
As like a substitute. It was weird.
I never ever use those. I know that the Lagoose can make good use out of them, but I never ever really use those things.
I tried
Path of Radiant. Actually, I had a really good Ike there.
Oh, nice. Well, again, Ike is one of those ones where... you know what's so funny? Because, again, there are certain units in Fire Emblem where you wouldn't know they're objectively bad just because
I
of...
really hate those missed it by that much moments.
Yeah.
I think
You're just one damn point off.
And now I get the
Actually,
1
if they live on
point.
3 or 2 health, I'm alright, but it's just one freaking point that annoys me so much.
Yeah, again, it's like, really? It's like, how's this guy even alive? But as I was saying, again, there are some units where you wouldn't know that they're bad units because they, on average, just perform so well. And that's actually Path of Radiant's Ike, because so many people are like, oh, my Ike was so good, he soloed the thing. But then you realize, wait, Ike is a foot-locked and sword-locked unit. Whoa. In a game that is very hostile to foot and sword-locked characters.
I mean, I think that's because he's the protagonist that starts at the beginning, and he has good growth. And well, if the cards land perfect, then he does become pretty good.
Yeah, again, well, Path of Radiance isn't too difficult, so Ike being strong enough to kill enemies, that's common for him. It's just, again, a lot of the map design does not cater towards his class line.
Also, the Ragnar helps with the whole being sword locked though.
Yeah, but again, you only get Ragnar for 2 chapters, so again, in that case, the argument is weak, but for Radiant Dawn, it's much stronger because you get that way earlier.
Yep.
Again, Ragnar in that Ike in that game is legit, like, third best unit.
Unbreakable, right?
Pardon?
Right, yes.
Ragnar's unbreakable?
Yes, it is unbreakable. As it should be.
If only they could apply that to the other legendary weapons.
Yeah, if only.
Though then again, they might become a bit broken, so...
True, especially considering how early you get them.
Yeah, like the heroes relics. At least those are a bit balanced out with the Umbral Steel.
Which I'm so happy for. Because again, you can use them early on, but yeah, they're expensive to they are expensive to repair. Yeah.
Oh man, there are long distance match users in this chapter too.
Yeah, star spam as well. Enjoy, ladies and gentlemen.
I forgot about.
They don't have Berserk, do they?
I don't know if they have Berserk. I know they have Sleep, but I'm not sure about Berserk.
I freaking hated that in Fathers.
Yeah, they don't have bolting, do they?
I'm not sure about bolting either. Currently, I think they might have Silence, but I'm not sure about bolting and whatchamacallit.
Okay, good. I was like, that would be scary.
Yeah. Thank God, Sin is super. Again, this is actually you know what? At least bringing Nomad, having Su and Sin be high levels is good here because again, it can really dispatch the Wyverns. Ay. Again, Ray, a good magic user as well, especially if they got Air Caliber, or in Ray's case, just
I used the Nomad to destroy the Nomad.
Pretty much. Again, it's the same with the Ilya. How do you get rid of all the Pegasus Knights? You use other Pegasus Knights.
Yeah, Pegasus Knights, especially the Ilya, is not as terrible because they all come with just critting with steel swords. It's not fun.
Well, okay, oh boy. Yeah, but thankfully, Axe Reaver.
What was he thinking?
I mean, to be fair, Roy only does 4 damage. That's probably what he was thinking. You know what? Roy can barely scratch me. Yeah, fuck your Axe Reaver. Again, the enemy. That's another thing about this.
I was so hoping for that to happen.
Yeah, that's another thing about this chapter. The enemies use some very fancy weapons, so bear that in mind.
Well,
sorry, I interrupted you, Mark.
Was like they make a stupid decision, like please, Kurt, make it more insulting to them.
Yeah. Sorry, I interrupted you, Mark. What were you gonna say?
Oh well, 112, magic number for Dwayne.
Yeah, very much so. Again, like I said, we're 3 turns in and I've barely moved anywhere. It's just there's so many fucking enemies to deal with.
They just won't stop.
Yeah, again, I told you this chapter was a beefer. But at the same time, you can stock up here with items. There's a lot of items to get in the villages, and the enemy variety is pretty damn good. As far as the Sacae maps go, if we
mark which houses you can do that.
Yeah. Whew, that was close.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, that would have fucking hurt. But as I was saying, as far as the Sacae maps go, Sorry.
Did you ever replay this map?
But what was I gonna say? Sorry. Even though the Sacae route is overall worse than Ilya, especially on hard mode, this chapter aside from chapter 17, because that one isn't too bad, it's just the Fog of War thing. This one is my least hated of them. I don't mind this chapter too much. I wouldn't say it's good, but I like it more than 18, 20, and definitely 20x. 20x is fucking awful.
Oh.
So yeah, here they go again. Sleep stuff. Will he actually hit this time? Because again, he's got an 86, but I think he missed last time. No, wait. I can't remember.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, he hit again. Yeah, she just keeps getting woken up.
Well, at least he keeps releasing
Royce is almost getting sandwiched by Wyvern riders.
Yeah, but at least one of them has an axe reaver, so there's nothing to worry about.
They're just like, hey, how are you?
Yeah.
But still, Roy is very under level.
Does Air Caliber work on Wyvern riders too?
Air Caliber works on Wyvern riders. And again, that's how you can absolutely just rip them to pieces. But I'm saving that for, again, I save those for the Wyvern Lords.
Because I thought their description was tear to the wings of Pegasi, so I didn't think it applied to Wyverns.
No, it does apply to Wyverns
Effective
too.
against players.
You're thinking of Radiant Dawn, Path to Radiance, where I don't think Air Caliber works. So.
Oh, not one, Gonzalez.
Yeah, well, again, in Path of Radiance, it's still a thing, but again, it's only double damage, and they're much more, again, the Wind Tome is its own category, rather than being a one-off thing. Because again, that's how the Lagoons function. They're dragons weak to lightning, beast weak to fire, and birds weak to wind.
I can't remember, did Awakening make every Wind Tome effective against flyers or no?
Yes, it did.
Or was it
Every
just
Wind Tome.
Excalibur?
No, it was every
What?
Wind Tome. No, wait, was it? Yeah, it was every Wind Tome. Because Excalibur did, and I think... I think the reason you may be thinking that, because the first Wind Tome you get is Excalibur. Or at least the first one you get naturally. Because I know Rickon comes with Excalibur as well. Because I'm pretty sure stuff like Celica's thing might be super effective against it. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure all Wind Tomes are effective against, flying units.
It actually has a bit of a cool effect, because if you can support with somebody, you can't do it with all their science, which is a pretty cool detail.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, here come the Wyverns again! And Roy's like, oh, for fuck's sake! No, it's actually a good thing I don't have a sword right now, because again, I don't have weapon disadvantage.
I was about to say, it doesn't have a sword.
It's Roy Big Brain time. You can't have class disadvantage if you don't have a weapon.
Exactly. That's Vake's line of thinking. Can't get weapon disadvantage if you don't have a weapon.
That is a pro gamer move right there.
Yeah, but it's not enough to make Roy completely safe.
Doesn't protect you against BS RNG.
Yeah. Well, that's BS RNG.
BS RNG.
Almost BS RNG, but you know the rule.
Yeah, again, it's not low enough. Again, the enemies just so much HP and there's so many of them. This chapter, it takes what feels like, again, the timestamp, ladies and gentlemen, it takes what feels like fucking forever. And again, the respawning units just coming from the back, gonna flank your ass.
Imagine Fire Emblem 6 hard mode ranking mode.
Please don't. I played hard mode once. I don't ever want to play it again. I had fun with certain bits, but overall, it was not worth it for me. Just because, again, chapters like this, Chapter 4 and stuff just weren't worth it.
Wait, will there be a Sacred Stones hard mode?
Oh, Sacred Stones hard mode, yeah. Again, I plan to do hard modes for all the Fire Emblem games. It's just a case of I wouldn't play Binding Blade hard mode again because it was just, again, the bad outweighed the good in my opinion.
So you're going to be doing this with every single hard mode, right?
Yes, because again, I've done FE7,
Okay,
then I'm going to do
I'm looking forward
FE8.
to the Sacred Stones. That's one of my favorite Fire Emblem games.
Oh yeah, cool. I'm looking forward to Sacred Stones hard mode. I, honest to God, can't tell the difference.
Well,
Like I said, it's like with X4, it's just fun. Well, at least to me, anyway.
Yeah, but I've got to do that for all the Fire Emblem games. I don't know how many, because I know some ones have different, like, various hard modes.
You're gonna do Lunatic Radiant Dawn?
Yeah, Lunatic Radiant Dawn, yes, I will do. Yeah, but again, I don't think I'll go with. The only thing is, I don't think I'll
May
go.
God have mercy on your soul.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't think I'll do Lunatic Plus Awakening because that's just. I'm sorry, that is just no. No, fuck Lunatic Plus
Yes, some
Awakening.
of the it goes from the easiest to the hardest because of those plus abilities the enemies have, like Aegis Plus and Pavis Plus.
Yeah, again, it's ridiculous. Lunatic Plus. Yay, more speed.
Like,
At least with DLC, the Lunatic becomes easier once you unlock the Dragon's Gate or the Aurum Gate, anyway.
Yeah, you've literally got to pay to make it easier.
This may be a
Honestly-
weird thing to say, but I always wanted the Bright class to return somehow. Because in Awakening, in my opinion, the Bright class had the best animations.
Wait, which class?
The Bright class, it's a DLC.
Oh, yes, that class. Heroes before Heroes was even Heroes.
And it easily had the best animations. The animations of the bride were so cool.
Well, again, I haven't seen it, but I'll take your word for it. And then again, Awakening didn't have very good battle animations, so again, if it sticks out, then that's a good thing.
I mean, come on.
They're really good too. They wielded lances, bows, and staffs.
Ooh, that's pretty unique. We don't really have a, ow!
Jeez.
Like, stop it! I can't take it anymore.
I literally don't have anything to fight back with, and even then, it'll probably make it harder for me.
The thing I love about this map is like the village, or it's like since it's such a big scale map, even the AI actually makes advantage of the whole terrain.
Yeah,
because they're using the walls as well, because you have to convene in the middle.
Yeah, for them it's very much a defense mission in terms of its like layout and stuff like that.
Because like the AI is designed to like slowly pick you off while they like basically are routing you by flanking you.
Yeah, again, in terms of the actual enemy tactic, it is a clever thing to do.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it is a clever thing to do. It just makes it more tedious for me.
I don't know. I always liked Sacae's route more than Ilia's route. It was definitely harder, but the challenge was entertaining.
2 crits in a row. Wow.
Have you played normal? Are you referring to normal, hard, or both?
I played both normal and hard.
Okay. I mean, normal mode, I honest to God, I'd say I personally prefer Sacae just because I feel there's, like, again, I kind of like some of the maps, and again, you have more time to get items and stuff like that. And also, what else? I don't know, overall I just tend to, and also probably because I end up going to Sacae more often because I use, the 2 Nomads more than the 2 Pegasus sites. But when it comes to hard mode, no, I'm sorry, I've got to give it to Ilia. Sacae hard mode for me was just no. But again, to each their own. I know a lot of people, and most people end up going to Sacae when they play it.
Well, Sacae was my first one because I used Su and Shen a lot more. I just love Nomads because the first game I ever played was Sacred Stones, and I fell in love with Garrick as a ranger.
Ooh, interesting, because I know Nemi's like optimal ranger, but like Garrett can go either way.
I usually make him into a hero just so I can see those awesome animations.
I make him hero just because, again, Nemi's my ranger. It's like, fuck it, let's go hero.
The hero animation is one of my favorites. I love how they throw up the shield and grab the weapon and slam it down.
Yeah, again, well, the GB animation is just wonderful as a whole, but heroes look really cool. Even just the way that they bring up the sword and they just, like an underarm swing towards you. It's just so cool.
Yeah,
Lynn's is easily my favorite because I love how she like surrounds the enemy in after images and then slices them.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, I love the Generals one where they just swing around the axe and the spear, and Warriors when they literally turn into Crash Bandicoot.
Spin to win.
Very much so.
That could be sit for a lot of the animations to just spin to win.
You know what would be hilarious? What if they tried spinning and they actually got really bad motion sickness? It's like, yeah. What?
And there goes the RNGBS.
Yeah. Or no, better yet, what if like the crit messed up and they fell? Like, spin, whoops!
Yeah, that'd probably be rage-inducing.
Yeah, very much
like, yes,
so.
I got a crit. Oh, and you messed it up. Great.
Yeah, so again, there's vendors over there, there's villages to go just to get a lot of stuff.
Do you sell like thunders and elf layers and stuff like that?
I'd imagine so, because especially at this point in the game. Yeah. So, yeah, what did we get this time? Oh, we get a longbow, thank God. I like longbows.
You know, regarding Viking, I'm actually playing right now, and honestly, I'm a little. My hands are actually swaying when I'm playing it.
Oh, okay. So yeah, now they're gonna. Wait, did they open the gate? Yeah. So yeah, they opened the gate. Cause yeah, I tried to open it manually, didn't work. I was like, bruh. So here they go. Oh wow, 0 damage.
Is it wrong that I wanted that to crit just for the fact that it would deal 0 damage?
Yeah, but that's always hilarious. Because again, I had that happen in 3 houses where the enemy reinforcements were Pegasus Knights, and they went up against like Fortress Knights, and it's like, oh, it's like again they crit twice in a row, but it's like, yeah, but 0 times 3 is still 0.
For the enemy to crit if they deal 0 damage, because it's insanely insulting to just see that.
Yeah, they put in all the effort, and it amounts to nothing.
Or how
cool
did you like
image attack, 0 damage.
Did you like to say useless?
Yeah, absolutely useless. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to stop here for now, but when we come back, we will be finishing up the rest of this chapter. We're going to see Zeiss promote, which is going to be cool, and the enemy are going to come out as full forced, and oh boy, we're going to feel it. Poor Poor Shin, he's going to be in for quite a bit. Until then, thank you all very much for watching. We'll see you next time. Take care and have a wonderful day.